Hey now, this is the Shanny Jackme show where everybody is a celebrity, and I'm sitting here with the great Fats Williams. How's it going?
Doing great. How you doing today?
I'm doing very, very well, and it's my pleasure to have you here, and glad to see you today. Got a lot of questions for you. You got a lot going on, and I got to get started somewhere. So let's first start off with where you from originally.
I'm from Richmond, Virginia. It's like Virginia kind of small, but it's okay. It's a retirement village, but it's a good state.
Oh, retirement village. That sounds good. Rich people lives in Richmond, Virginia. Just as it says, Richmond, Virginia. Rich people there, so that means we're wealthy. If you're gonna move to Richmond, Virginia, you're no longer working. You just got golf carts and shit probably riding around in if you're from Richmond. So you was born there, born and raised in Richmond.
Yes, born and raised.
So his parents were fortunate, very fortunate.
I wish. Oh, that would be nice.
How was it growing up in Richmond?
It was nice. I really had a good time. It was mainly I was like living a regular life, so it was just work. Like that's the place you grew up there. You work in 9 to 5, then you
Okay.
retire, stuff like that. There's no really kind of growth if you're an entrepreneur or anything.
Oh, okay,
a little, but
gotcha.
not none like that.
Okay, gotcha. And you went to high school there, Highland Springs High School. I looked that up to see. Yeah, let's talk about their high school life. I really want to know about how people, was getting educated. How did that go for you? How was high school for you?
High school was good. When I got in there, I had, when you were in school, you were always debating on what I want to do when I get out of
Right.
school, all that kind of stuff. I was in high school. I took like a year of cooking.
Okay.
You couldn't even get me to go in the kitchen for
Are
nothing.
you serious? Really? So you like, look, I'm not cooking nothing.
Not
I
at
just
all.
just bring the food. I'm not cooking anything. But did you like cooking though?
I did. When I was in school, I like cooking. They taught me, I don't want to say it like that, but they taught me the white way.
Okay,
Uh,
no, that's just what it was. That old basic fried egg, shit, no flavor. The
beef
simplicity of
stroganoff,
things.
lasagnas and stuff like that. I was like, but it was cool. It's a good learning experience.
Okay, good, because I see you have done a lot of going to school. You spent some times in college. You've been going to school. Half your life. So how was it? Because you were at Bryant. You went to Bryant. Was that in Richmond?
Oh, that was in Richmond also. It was just like, when you growing up, you trying to,
Find yourself.
yeah, you want to find yourself. And I've been trying to find myself for a long time. I mean, I always worked, I always had good jobs, but I was just trying to find myself or try and do better. I know it's
Right.
more out there than just the 9 to 5.
Right. And I saw you sold drugs and stuff.
Of course.
Legally, people
That's the
don't
best
start
way.
calling him looking for no crack and shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't have it. He ain't a plug. He ain't that. No, we talking about pharmaceuticals. So you went to school for that also. How did you go from the kitchen? Well, I don't know. Now you probably was trying to sell drugs. You was doing the cooking
No, I
with
couldn't
with the wrist. No, how did you get into pharmacy?
It was just, it was like, I don't even know. Honestly, I was just
Really?
like, I was just bouncing around. I
Right.
had went to school. I had started in liberal arts. Then I switched over to occupational therapy. Then I switched to physical therapy.
Okay.
Then I went on and said, let me be a farm. Let me start to be a legal dealer.
Right.
I said, let me take farm tech.
Everybody wants to sell drugs legally, but see that take a lot of studying also, and a lot of trying to you have to really be persistent when you're going to school for that. So did you like science?
No, not really. It was kind of wild, honestly, because all them names, just remembering all the
Right.
names, it was just like,
Ooh.
I'm like, whoa, these some crazy names.
Yeah, the
And then when you take
vocabulary.
the stuff, it was just like mind blowing.
So you kind of like, not gonna do this. This not work. So yeah, I'll drop out of this class. It was nice trying to learn this, but no. So very
did.
good though. You did it. You stayed into it.
Yeah, I did. I passed the class. I passed class with like a B. I was surprised, but
Oh,
when
really?
it come to money, then that's always in my head.
Yes. So good. You did master it. So yeah, B is good. You've been there. So that means that he was in class. He was there.
That's the only class I
That is funny. He was there. He did participate. So good. But right now, you're in school.
Yeah, I'm
Again,
still in
see,
school.
look, yeah, I told you this guy, he loves to be in the classes. I think he just like that, and you're a student at what school right now?
AIU. I'm in the fashion design program. I'm getting
Okay.
my degree. I'm getting my bachelor's as a fashion
Okay.
designer. I graduate May the 10th.
Okay,
I can't wait to get up
510.
out there.
Are you serious? What's the struggle in it for you? What's
Oh,
making it so why are you ready to go?
it's like it's. I don't want to say in a bad way, but the teachers are so in
Oh,
between. I have some teachers that's excellent. They hire you and then they teach you what you need to do, and I have some teachers be like, you it just look like I'm just taking my check. Y'all gonna do
oh
do
yeah,
what you
that
gotta
no
do.
drive, no that. I've been here. You trying to get that? That old high school teacher mentality.
Yeah,
I'm just here to get my check.
that's all.
And
That's what it feel like.
that's not good at all. That's kind of doing you a disservice, as a teacher.
Very much.
Because first of all, they're killing your passion, and making clothes seems like I think this is where you are right now, where you want to be. So like you said, how you was in pharmacy, and when you was going to the other schools, you was trying to find yourself. So now that you're close to designing, because I see that's what you study at AIU right now, right?
Yeah, I've been designing for like since 2016, but I just want to get my degree to put behind my line
Absolutely.
because I want to go to the next level. I don't want to just say I'm a designer. I want to be a designer. I want to be
Right.
like my peers. I want to be up there with like
Absolutely.
Tommy Hilfiger. I want to be up there with like Vera Wang. Tom. Everybody. Ralph Lauren, Chanel. But
Because
it's
yeah,
just like
those are your influencers, people
yes,
that you look up and study and trying to mimic. The direction that they took, the path that they took,
it's
is where you want to be.
most definitely.
Okay.
It's just like when you have so many crazy people, like when I be at school, like our head lady that's over top of the school, that be one, sometimes you just want to be like, I just want to, you might, I don't want to say I'm trying to come out being cocky, but, I want to put my credentials down to her sometimes because she come across, she be like, well, we're here to help you. We're here to help you grow and everything. I'm like, I don't need you to help me
I
grow.
just need this
Y'all can't
backing.
y'all can't even connect with people.
Oh my
Y'all had
God.
me connecting with y'all people. Y'all want to use me to connect. I need to use
Oh.
y'all to connect. I'm paying y'all for to go here. And I'm looking at her and she like, well, we're gonna help you learn how to do this. I don't need you to help me learn how to do it. I mean, because you're not teaching me. You in here with these teachers not teaching me. The teachers need to teach me. Y'all don't want to be in there with him.
Oh, really?
Because she told me, I said, somebody told her, I said, I just won ATL had this fashion designer for
Okay.
second in a row. Oh, well, that was nice, then. But we trying to help you to grow. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
I said, I wanted, I was voted. I wasn't given that. I was voted by
Right.
Atlanta, by
Right.
people in Atlanta. So that little stuff you trying to say, like you trying to take away from me, you're not going
See,
to take anything away from me.
that's what that was. She was trying to like, oh, okay, well, but we're teaching you. No, no, no. I've been there. I'm here. I've arrived. Ma'am,
That's why I want to tell her.
Right.
Said, while you sitting down here, I'm already here.
Yes.
Said, I'm getting ready to get up out here. I don't care about while y'all in here trying to teach us how to use a pair of women pants in place of a pair of man pants. I don't
Oh
understand.
my
I'd never
goodness. Are
heard
you
it, never seen
serious?
it. Yeah. My mentor even said, what kind of stuff they teach you in school? You can't, a pair of women pants and men pants is not the same thing. But they talking about, they want you to talk about, oh, just use the women pants, act like they men.
Say what? Oh, you finna see now. Oh man, AIU, y'all about to get it now. You know what I'm saying? Are you serious? See, and that's what's happening in high school. Kids are learning stuff that's not really
Relevant.
taking them in the direction that they need to go. It's not grooming them to be nothing. That's why it's hard once they coming out of high school. You got to try to find yourself. When I thought we was, that's what school's supposed to be with development.
Yeah.
And goodness gracious, AI. Yeah, let's hurry up and graduate. let's. So you don't see. So you're passing. Everything is good though, even though you kind of deterred a little. A little turned off by the teaching, but not by the art.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to run up out there. I got 7 classes left, 4 this semester and
Okay.
3 next semester. I got 19 weeks. I'm on the countdown. I'm like I'm in jail. I got
Yeah.
18 in a wake up.
The wake up is serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Call my name, please. Please, sir, call my name. So damn, I get it. I really get it because it's a turn off, and it making you anxious to go fast, and you have your clothing line, Fax Clothing.
Oh yes.
Okay, tell me about that.
Fest is mainly it's for the everyday person. I make my clothing. The market that I was featuring that I gear towards is like Generation X, which is more the older generation, and the
Okay.
baby boomers,
Okay.
which is the older, like they're in the mid. I don't want to say
No, no, no.
older everything. I'm trying to be politically correct to everybody,
Right.
but like 50 is a new 30, how everybody say
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I want to gear my clothes towards them. Mainly, I gear when I first came out, it was towards the 4-figure woman.
Okay.
But then I started going over. I was looking at doing men clothes and kids clothes, which I'm still trying to learn how to do men clothes. But it's like a struggle when you trying to learn and you having a hard time learning from the place that's supposed to be teaching you.
Right.
So
And then
I'm.
they just like you said, they saying, imagine these being men clothes. This is not no,
It's
that's
not
not
helping
gonna
me.
work. That is definitely doing you a bad service to try to imagine a pair of woman pants to be men pants. So is that a struggle where you are right now in with your designing is trying to find something for men or the pants? Because pants is basically what you're trying to get for the men.
Well, I'm trying to get to where I can make the pants like I can make the women pants, but I'm actually been able. I'm getting better at it. I had 2 good teachers,
Uh-huh.
2 good outside of school.
Okay, gotcha.
One named Vivian Dinksmith. She's a big time designer down here. She was a sewing teacher,
Okay.
and another teacher, Bobby. From Bob, she's just. I mean, Bobby is like out this world. She's from New York,
Really?
and she's been here like 20 some years. She taught me how to sew, and both of them helped me. They groomed me, but when I got in school, that supposed to been able to wear is like polish me,
It's supposed to be. It's
and they
supposed to
didn't.
been.
So I'm groomed, but I'm not polished,
Absolutely.
and I'm still trying to learn how to get to the next part because I wanna, I wanna get over that hurdle, which I'm gonna make it regardless
Absolutely.
because I'm a
You
survivor.
determined. You determined.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm a
Right.
show.
Right. Speaking of survival, I noticed that you have a book that you wrote, and it was The Life of Fats.
Yes.
And it talked about your struggle and where you were at what time when you wrote this book were you and what happened, what gave you that passion to write.
When I was like in 2013, I found out I had kidney failure,
Okay.
which I still have it right now. It's just right. I go to the doctor and do what I'm supposed to do, take the medicines, listen to the doctor, and it's like it's a struggle every day to do right and do what you're supposed to do because
Absolutely.
you want to go out here and eat everything you want. Me
Yes.
and don't get me wrong, I eat out every day.
Right.
I'm not even gonna lie and say I don't, but
Right.
I know how to eat or what to eat.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't eat McDonald's. And I don't even like McDonald's for
Right.
real. I don't
McDuff.
all that fast food.
Yes.
It's cool, but I don't mind going to sit have a nice little meal. I go like a Roof Chris
Yeah.
or a Benihana.
Right. Right.
Like,
Right. Right. Right.
stuff
Right.
like that. You just want to enjoy. I want to enjoy life. I live every day like it's the last. I go on and just
Absolutely.
have my good time and go on and do. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to eat. I know what I'm supposed to drink. But the book mainly was to help people because when I first found out I had kidney failure, it was like a deter. Like it made you feel like like down, depressed,
Right. Right.
like you almost want to give up.
Right.
But just letting people know it don't matter what it is. It could be cancer. It could be diabetes. It could be AIDS. It could be anything. Don't give up. Just go on and you have to keep on fighting and get to the next level. And that's what made me really get in the fashion. I was like, okay, I always liked it, so let me go and put my hand out at it and try it.
Right.
And that gave me motivation. It gave me something to do. Gave me something to look forward to. And I started doing it. Like I said, I started in 2016. I did my first show in Richmond, and like 2 weeks later, I was living in Atlanta.
Really?
I jumped on Facebook. I like as soon as I crossed the border, I said I'm home.
That is so funny. Like you just, this is it. I'm not going anywhere else right now. Right now, this is gonna be home. So when you and go back to the situation with your diagnosis of having kidney failure, what made you go to the doctor? Because a lot of men don't like to go to the doctor. What pushed you for that? How what was it? What did you have like a warning, or was you immediately I'm sick? Or did you just go do a checkup?
It was like honestly, it was I was sick for like about a week. I didn't know a friend of mine. She used to come over and check on me all the time, and it was like I was always like a chill mode type person.
Okay.
So I was all like when she came, I was laying in bed all the time. Like I didn't want feeling good. Like I just thought it was like a little bug.
Uh huh.
And at about the third day she came, she said, "You can I'm gonna take you to the doctor." So she got me up and we went to the doctor. And I know as soon as I got to the doctor, I was sitting there, I was balled up I was balled up in the emergency room. And then when the doctor got me back there, they started doing tests and they admitted me right then. And it was so wild.
It
Like
was just a
something you see on,
people
something like
started
you feel like you
moving.
see on TV.
Right.
And it was just like he was like, you was lucky you got in because if you stayed home 24 more hours,
Are
you
you
probably wouldn't even made
serious?
it. And then it was just like it was a struggle because they put me on dialysis. Like the next day, I was on dialysis, and I did dialysis for like 10 weeks, and then everything started. Once they got me to a point where I was, I guess, they got everything where it's supposed to be down, or
At a
it was
normal
like
level,
all my
everything
levels
was.
and everything with my kidneys and everything working. They end up telling me I didn't need dialysis.
Okay, good.
I just had to be monitored because it's so hard. So much was going on,
Uh huh.
but I just knew after about 10 weeks they told me I didn't need it, which was a blessing
I
because that
know.
little stuff they had me through so much. They put the little tube in
All
you
that
and you
just
go
but
dialysis.
see, and how did you deal with that emotionally? Because I would think that alone would have set me back. You know, I would have been just like, oh Lord, now I'm finna be just sitting up there like just dead. How did you stay strengthened? How did you stay encouraged?
I always been kind of a happy-go-lucky person. Like they said, my own. I'm not gonna say I haven't smoked weed before. I have smoked
Right,
weed,
right.
but it don't never do that for me. So it's I was high off life, and I think that's what kind of got me
Kept you
through it.
going.
Because when I went through everything, it was like I was just like I just looked at the positive side of it. I like, well, I could be dead, So
Right, right.
I
You
always
just
stay looking at the
balanced it
positive
out.
side. I was looking at the glasses as full instead of empty. And once they did, I was like, when I was in the hospital for like 3 weeks, and that just showed me a whole lot. That showed me like I was with friends and everything because
Oh my
I'd be like,
goodness.
you come to see me? Oh well, I don't do hospitals, or if you come, you
Oh,
might see one time. And I had a lot of friends. I always been the type of person that I keep money. So, I
right.
had come from like, well, can you order me
Richmond,
something to eat?
Virginia.
They be like, look at you.
Richmond. Don't never forget that. He always had money, right? So,
It was
but
just,
you had friends that would come by.
no, they'll just call me. They be like, can you order me something to eat?
Say what? Talking
I'm
about
in
from the hospital?
I said, can you bring me something to eat?
Are you serious? Oh Lord! When I say you really find out who your friends are when you're down. You kind of like get a real wake up call.
Yes.
You know who your friends are when you up and when you down. And when you up, those aren't really your friends. Especially if you meeting them up there. Now these are the users. We get friends, we have friends, and we have users. And then when you up, you get a lot of users. That portray to be friends. And so that kind of set you up in a place where you was able to weed out the bad, and you found out in life how did you, so after that, how did you respond, when once you got out the hospital and you was back at home, now you know these other, now you like, I'm not fucking with these people, now they calling, want you to come over. How did you change?
And I'm moving. So
Really?
I mean, that was a excellent, kind of excellent segue. When I got out of the hospital, then I started working on my game plan, what I wanted to do. In like 2015, I started doing like little urban stuff. I do like
Okay.
t-shirts, sweatshirts, and then I started drawing. So 2016, once everything, it was like a plan.
Okay.
And everything worked out. I did my first show I packed up and left. When I moved, I didn't ask nobody to help me move. I didn't have to do anything. I moved. I moved. Actually, I moved down here on the bus.
Really?
I caught the bus here when I came down, and every time I go like 2 weeks later. I go home. I bring more stuff.
Okay.
After like 6 trips, I had moved everything I needed down here.
Okay, slow moving. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they nobody know you was moving. You just was, yeah, I'm still here. You know, next thing you know, he's gone. He doesn't slow moving. That's how you do move in silence. Just be packing up shit and just packing up, moving stuff over here, moving over there. And that's very interesting that you had to do that. And now you in the clothing designing, and I see you say you've got a lot of you've been awarded some awards.
Yes, I have. I had a whole lot of awards. My first award I ever received was the Bold Magazine
Empower Style Award. Okay,
and that made
gotcha.
me feel good. I got that in 2017 because the way my clothes were making a lot of people feel, especially the
Okay.
plus size women. There
Uh-huh.
was a whole lot of people that had gave my name, and like 2017 was my shining year.
Okay.
When I came there in 2016, I was kind of maneuvering. I was new here, just
Mm-hmm.
to meet people. A lot of people I deal with now. When I first came, they didn't really know me, so they didn't really want. They were like, well, "Who is he?
Right,
Is he
right,
in it good?"
right.
Or who? What's this? That thing I did Miami Fashion Week, Miami Swim Fashion Week
Mm-hmm.
in May of 2000. It was May or June of 16,
Mm-hmm.
and that put me out there with a whole lot of people. And in 2017, I ended up running to a guy named Mr. Devonair. I always give him credit because without him, I wouldn't be an international designer.
Absolutely.
Because he wanted me to go to Dubai Fashion Week with him, and I couldn't go at the time, so he took my clothes and showcased my clothes.
Oh.
So my clothes it's been showcased in Dubai in Fashion Week. So I'm an international designer with that going across the
Alone.
board. Yes, and
Right. Without you even going, your clothes went. And that's what you just said was you had a friend that you met and you wasn't able to go, but they were going. And they took the chance on you and took your clothes. And those are the people that we want in our life.
Yes,
You know, we
most
want people like that are willing to risk, take a risk on you. And he did that. And like you said, you got to shout out those type of people, that believed in you. It's like you believed in yourself. He believed in you. And that's amazing. And now you have that label. Miss Teacher at AIU. I'm already overseas, ma'am. You tell your teacher I'm already there, ma'am. I just need this certificate, this piece of paper to go with where I am, and that's amazing that you've had that opportunity. And shout out to Bold Magazine, you know what I'm saying, for recognizing you. And you said that you have the plus size women. What made you cater to that first?
I just love to accentuate a woman's body because a woman is beautiful, and then you want them to feel good. You want them to feel good about themselves.
Absolutely.
So many women is made to feel like they self conscious, like the bullet type. People always
Right.
say,
You gotta
"Oh,
be
you big, oh,
slim
you
and
this,
this,
you
that,
that, you that."
yeah.
So I love my clothes to make a woman feel good in her own, good in her own skin.
Absolutely. Excuse me.
It's just like you just want them to feel good. You want them to look good, feel good, be
Right.
confident, like they could take on the whole world.
Right, that's good. You want, like you said, you want the clothes to, people think they just put on clothes just to cover themselves up. But what you put on gives you an emotion. It makes you feel good about yourself. And that's what Fax Clothing line is about. And I see you got the word Fax. How did you get that?
That came from my god brother. When they used to always call me fat cat, they be like, "Oh, you fat cat, you fat cat." They run around. They I
That's
don't even know where they
cute.
got it from. They started calling me that one day, and then so I just took it. And I said, okay, well, being honest, when you look at business wise, when you look at money, you gotta look at names, so you look at different things. So I
Right.
took fat cat and cut it off and just made Fats because you had so many back in the day. You had all the people going. You had like
Baby
Fat Farm.
fat,
You had Baby
yeah,
Fat.
yeah.
You
Because I
know,
was gonna
so
ask you that. Was that a playoff for those?
yeah, it's like a playoff because the name recognition is one big thing that you want to
Absolutely.
use. You don't want to copy that name, but you just want the name recognition that people are gonna notice you. If they
Identify.
see you close, they see you. Okay, well, let me check them out. They might be similar like this person
Mm-hmm.
is. And then when they see you and then they see your stuff is dynamic, they like, okay. They not related, but their stuff is as good as
Yes,
their stuff
absolutely,
is.
absolutely. That is how that's how you do it. Like you said, you mimicking the Chanels and the Tommies and the Fords and all of those clothing and to go for the facts. And even with Fubu, you know what I'm saying? They I don't know what really happened with them. But as a black designer, what made you just decide I'm designing, this is gonna be my line, my wear, and where do you see it going?
Just I wanted to make sure that I get my point of view across far as with the fashion, but I just also want to show the people that we can have our own line going out
Absolutely.
that make you feel good, make you look good. You can do it for work, you do it for play, you go for after 7,
Right,
and at
right.
an affordable price. I make all my stuff at affordable price. Some stuff I even look out for. Some people give them discounts, and it's not. It's just I want to make sure everybody get the opportunity because some people get there like, oh, I like your stuff. I don't got the money though, and then
Right.
it's not even about the discount. I try to just make them. I'd be like, okay, well, I might look out for you because you'll remember me because
Absolutely.
I looked out for you. You remember me like when I do make it big, you still gonna be a customer because when I was down there struggling and coming up, I gave you a deal. It's not even a lookout or a handout.
Right,
I gave
right,
you a deal on something that
right.
you liked that made you feel good. You even came back and told me, "Oh, I love it. Everybody loved it on me. They loved the fit." Like one of the people I talked to, she was like, she said she got so many compliments on the dress I made for her master
Right,
dress, and it was just like she came back and wanted to order one from me, and
right.
then she paid the regular price, which is like it worked out good in my favor as well as her favor.
Right. Yeah, you want and you sometimes I'm one that thinks that it's okay to give deals. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to look out. And sometimes we probably do it a little bit too much, but it's about building that connection with people. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You want to be relatable. You don't want to be feeling like, oh, I'm all this now, and you're not relating to the people that are struggling.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, you make the clothes where they're affordable, but with quality.
most definitely.
You know,
And then
so I saw that you had a video shoot. No, not a video shoot, but a photo shoot. So you deal with models. How are you putting out Fax Clothing?
with Fats, then I'm mainly it's a lot of platforms that help me along the way. I have like my brother LA with Combine Magazine, and he also owns Urban Vision, and he helps me a whole lot. That's my brother, my business partner. I tell
Absolutely.
anybody, he's
That's
always there
my
for
brother
me.
too. He's my brother too.
It's just like and then I have another another partner, Greg, called. He's in Richmond, Virginia. He
Okay.
have a network up there and a magazine, so he helps me a lot on the Virginia. Like when I can't make the Virginia, he'll take care of a little stuff for me.
Okay.
And I have another associate, Tara. She's a business partner. We're doing New York together.
Okay.
So it's just like them the main three that I deal with that I do like any type of like business where I try not to deal with too many people doing business because I like to deal with I like familiarity. I don't want to
Right.
just jump
Right.
to somebody
Right.
say, "Oh,
Right.
I'm here," and then you get there with them, and then they looking at you like, "Oh, I thought you had everything." I
Right.
want somebody that's gonna
Right.
be able to come to you come to the bat with me. We all going to the bat at the same time,
Absolutely.
and then it's like you have a lot of platforms that have like ATL Hatters Awards. I was nominated. I won last year for Atlanta Hatters Designer, and I'm the reigning Hatters Designer this year. Also, my second year in a row. And like with Rico Owens, with ATL Hip Hop and Underground
Okay.
Awards.
Okay.
I was the male designer of the year. Then with the Black Awards, I Am Awards.
Okay.
That's with the Black People United Network. Dr. Angela Harris. She promotes a whole lot of like anybody that's black that's doing something. She always is there trying to promote. I didn't give
Oh.
Brian Marshall. He's ATL Hatters. So those are people, they offer platforms to the black people that's down here in Atlanta. That's like, without them, you wouldn't have an opportunity to be seen.
Right,
So
right,
you want,
right.
that's what you want, somebody that's gonna give an opportunity, like for the underground, for the
Absolutely.
underdog,
Yes, 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 yes.
because you got also all the celebrities down here. Everybody and their mom is a fashion designer. You see
Right,
somewhere,
right,
you see the reality show. You got like five fashion, you got five designers on there all doing the same
right,
thing.
right.
But their namesake is gonna get them more publicity than anything. So you want somebody that's gonna kind of help you and push you across that. Just give you the extra little push that you need
To go
sometimes.
forward, that look, you do need help. You always gonna have to need help. And since you said the reality shows, I see that you're starting or working on a reality show. I know you've got the Fats, what is it, Fats Life reality show?
Yes, the Phatz in real life. We're shooting it right now on Ebon Vision.
Okay.
And it's been good. It's been kind of different, just seeing myself when I see stuff, and I be like, okay. But so many people that look at you, they be like, you ain't doing nothing. You know, I hear that so much. Oh, you ain't doing nothing. Oh, you think because you're in school, you think this and you think that. It's hard. It's hard out here
Right, it
when you
is.
struggle every day, because at the end of the day, time is money.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely,
what you spend your time on is what makes you money. And
absolutely.
a lot of people don't understand that. They look at, you home. So no, I'm home. I'm working. I mean,
Right,
when
right.
you walk by house, I mean, it's like I just, you bombarded. Like, you look to the left, I got all my fashion stuff. I got like three clothing racks sitting right there.
Yeah, yeah,
My
right.
dining room is my fashion room.
Right, right. Just got stuff everywhere. Everything is of order.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
it's just
absolutely.
like everywhere I got mannequins stand up there,
Yeah.
So it's just like, but you got to stay organized. A lot of people, they come in there, they'll come in there, and some people come in the house, they'll be like, oh wait, oh yo, you just playing. You got this, all you got this stuff right here, and then I come over here, I'll see his video games. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I work hard, but I play hard too.
Absolutely.
That's
Why
not like,
not?
I'm putting into existence what I want. I want a house with a game room. I want a house with my
Right.
sewing room. I want the house
Okay.
with like about at least 60 more bedrooms.
Right. To put
So
more
that's what
clothes
I'm putting
in.
into existence right
Okay,
now.
good. So the reality show, how is it? What's the concept, or how is it put together? So is Fats in real life?
It's showing, it's just going behind, following behind me, my everyday life,
Okay,
with
gotcha.
school, with fashion, with like, we did the calendar shoot yesterday and my brand ambassador shoot,
Okay.
which some of that was recorded because we got the new 2022 calendar coming out
Right.
on December 30th.
Okay.
So we did the photo shoot for the yesterday along with my brand ambassadors. The brand ambassador is like a model, higher up model, a regular model that models for you. But brand ambassador is one that represents your
Your
brand.
clothing.
They
Okay.
represent your brand more than a model. They'll wear your clothes around.
All the
They
time.
promote your clothes. Cause regular models, sometimes they'll promote. They might be like, "Oh, I did a show, so I'm gonna promote them," and they keep it moving. But brand ambassador, they out the blue. Every other day or something, they might promote them, like be Fax Clothing or my
Right.
Fast outfit, and promote them.
Right.
So I do something special for them to show me I appreciate them. Because, like I said, I can't pay you, but I'm gonna show you that I appreciate you,
Right.
and I'm gonna give you something that's gonna equal up to money. Like with the photo shoot, they use the photos for
Portfolio
submissions,
building.
portfolios, and you can build yourself up from there. So it's just like you got to make it make sense.
Right. Right.
Everything's got to make sense in business. You can't just come in and be like, I'm just gonna do this and I'm not worried about nobody else.
Right. That's not working. So you looking out for the models as well, not just yourself.
Yes.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's key to success. To looking out for others that are working with you. And like you just mentioned, I probably can't pay you right now, but I can give you something of value, and that's pictures, if it's just some clothes to wear every now and then, and that helps you help them, and that I respect that in you for doing that, because a lot of people don't think that way. Everybody want to be paid, and want to get some money, and you can't afford it right
Yeah.
now. I'm not late. I'm not time for it right now. Right now, I'm a work in progress. I'm going to be there, and like you said, you're speaking it into existence and speaking life into your life,
Yes.
and that's amazing. So, tell me about after graduation.
After graduation, I'm looking at trying to hopefully make the right moves. I mean, right now, I'm positioning myself at a good position, I think, because it's like I'm getting ready to bring 2022 in good. Me and my brother done talk, so we're at a good level, and then trying to just go all. I'm to me. I was telling him he was laughing at me when I said, but I'm like, I don't even know how to play poker, but I know when they say you put it all in.
You going in?
Yeah, I'm going all in. I'm trying to bust through 2022. Like when I come to
Yeah,
2022, like we said, we got the calendar coming out. I
absolutely.
got my shoe line coming out.
Right. I was
I
going to ask
got
you about that.
I got new cognac coming out. Plus, I already have my wine out. I have a New York Fashion Week. I'm getting ready to do my own. I'm gonna do my own show, like I'm a like the name brands do. I'm gonna
Okay.
come across to my own
Right,
show,
right,
exclusive show,
right,
just me.
right.
And then plus with the reality show, graduation, it's just it's all looking forward. I'm putting everything in and trying to make this year the best year that's gonna get across. I
That's
just
gonna be. That is gonna be.
and then I'm gonna start work with the people. I'm gonna be more particular who I work with this year,
Okay.
because
Okay.
sometimes you work with anybody. You trying to grow, so you don't want to work with everybody, but you work with more people that you wouldn't work with.
Right.
So
Right.
I just gotta kind of groom my network that I work with. Like they say, your network is your
Your
net
net worth.
worth.
Absolutely.
So I
Absolutely.
need that. That's why I want to start doing. Make sure my network is where we kind of get our net
To
worth
get the
together.
net worth part together. I'm
Yeah.
networking to net worth. Worth. That's with WORTH. Yeah, they're trying to get the worth going. And I'm the same. I got to get the worth part, and the worth part is kind of a real struggle.
It is because
You
so many
know.
people. It's so many people that have so many masks. Like I was listening one year when I was listening to when your podcast before, and then you're saying like you gotta watch, you gotta be a chameleon sometimes when you do stuff, and that's what you gotta watch out for, the chameleons, because it's good to be a chameleon when you're in business dealing with people, but you gotta watch out for the chameleons that's out there trying to take advantage of everybody at the
Absolutely.
same time
Right,
too.
right. The
So,
snakes and the sheeps and the wolves in sheep's
yep.
clothing. The people that are sitting back acting sweet and innocent and they're waiting for you to just get to pounce on you, to really to take advantage of you. And that is part of weeding out the bad, and being able to know that. So did you say that you already have a wine? What's the name of that?
My wine is called Two Roses wine. It's Two Roses Pink Moscato. That name came from it's from my grandmother's.
Okay.
Both of my grandmother's name was Rosa,
Okay.
so we came up with the name Two Roses. A friend of mine, Terry, she was telling me we was just working on the name, and she told me she came with pod. I came with pod. Then it was just like that came up with what she said. So it was like, okay, that name sound for that's. I like the name.
Two roses.
Yes,
That sounds good.
and I
And how did
make.
you come up with that, with the process of getting the wine?
I spoke to my mentor, Miss Vanessa Henderson. She had her own wine going on, and she was telling she knew I was looking around for a distributor for to help me with my ideas. And I came. She spoke to me. We talked. It was a little process, and I came to her. I did the taste testing, trying to get the flavors together.
Right, right.
And once we did everything, went to distributor. It's out of South Carolina, and they did all the rest.
Really?
So I'm in the process now of doing the tasting with the cognac and then coming up with the name. I put like a contest on Facebook, and I did come up with like 5 names. I need to let the people know. It's like it was so many names. I was going trying to you had to weed out because everybody started.
Right,
It was
right.
like going down, like
Right.
the Facebook posts were going there, going there, going there, going there.
Really?
The inbox was going crazy. Everybody like, I'm gonna inbox you, or they just inbox you because they didn't want to put the
Put
name
the name
on.
out, right, right,
So it
just
was
in
like I
case
had to
you
go
pick
through
it.
inboxes, I had to go through this, trying to
Oh.
put in. So I pulled the 5 names out I like the best. I actually just finished pulling names out like probably about last Wednesday.
Okay.
So I narrowed it down to the 5. So I'm gonna try and go through the 5 and see if I want them to either come with a different name. But
Right. Now that'll be, well, won't nobody know that if you just happen to make up your own name, they'll think it was one of them. So yeah, even that is so funny how things can work out. But good, but that's good that you had interaction. People were interested in sharing their idea to help you. I think that's a good sign when people are willing to support, and even if it's just was trying to win a contest, you went about it a good way for help, free help. Put it like that, free help. You know what I'm saying? All I do is say a contest, and people are gonna be like, oh shit, So it's definitely like free help, So I can't wait to hear the name and even taste the cognac because I like cognac. Cognac is a good wine down beverage. I like to wind down, and so definitely let me know when the cognac comes in position. And then you have these oils. I did also read that you have oils. Are they like for what type of oil is it? Just like a smell good, like how they used to walk around and be selling the little oil with the little ball, and is it like that?
It's like we have the smaller bottle and the bigger bottle.
Okay.
Me and LA are business partners on that, and it's like we was in the store. The first time we did, the first oil is called Sexy for Men, Sex for Women. We was in that, me, him, and Portia was in the store like 3.5 hours. Getting the smell together, trying to make sure we had the right smell that didn't smell like nobody else.
Right.
It smelled like a regular brand. We want a unique smell. And then we have the bottle. We have them like in the smaller bottles, like how they do the samples, like you said just now. You got the little small bottle, plus you got the big size bottle. That way you can have something that lasts for a long time. And it was a huge success. We had that, and then we had the new one that just came out, Sauce and Syrup, that came out last year. Because we still was working regardless, even with the epidemic. We still stayed working.
Absolutely.
That's what when you a true businessman about your money, you ain't gonna let nothing stop you. You're gonna make your money. You're a hustler.
Right. Yeah, COVID didn't do nothing. It really gave you time to work on yourself
and then improve yourself. If you can prove that you was a business person on COVID, something was wrong.
Oh yeah, you was not a business person. If you didn't develop to be one, you're not one. Just go back to work. They need you. They still got the hiring signs up. Go find your job because you're not a business person, and I slick respect 2020. You know what I'm saying? Because it did turn us into those entrepreneurs. It did turn us into that business mind because that's all we had. So I'm looking forward to Phatz Williams' reality show. I'm looking forward to the cognac. Definitely the cognac. I'm definitely looking for that. I'm looking for that today. So we need to go get to pushing on that. And your clothing line, I did hear you say you had the plus size, but you see me, the smallest thing ever.
I guess I have standard size.
So I need some little fours. Size 4. So I just look forward to your clothing line, and I appreciate this moment with you. And you're a survivor, and I it's just an honor right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you took on the strength that a lot of people don't have, and I look forward to Phatz Williams' clothing line. Everything that you have is going. So Eben Vision is gonna be your brother. He got your back, and our brother has our back. Our brother, you're not just gonna be talking about your brother, my brother. Oh, my brother. You're like, no, nigga, my brother too. So yes, this is the Shanny Jackme show, and we about to get out of here. We finna go find us some food. Because we're hungry. And this is it. I appreciate you being here. And let everybody know where they can find you at on Phatz, where they can get your clothing and stuff.
You can order the clothes. My website is under construction, but when it's it'll be up on the first of the year. It's www.phatz, that's PHATZ, clothing.com. And you can find me on Facebook at Williams Phatz, that's PHATZ. On Instagram, it's Phatz_brand, and on Twitter, it's Fax Clothing for you.
Absolutely. I'll be logging in, following you on this, following you on that, follow me back, and this is it. Shanny Jackme show, where everybody is a celebrity, is signing off.